I'm going to start President's News tonight in the club room because this coming weekend, Saturday is Armistice Day and Sunday is Remembrance Sunday, when we will be having at various races and on Sunday itself silence to remember people who gave their lives on active service during the First, Second World Wars and subsequent wars. Now, if you've never been in the club room at the new clubhouse at Norman Park, you might not be aware that the club has a memorial board to members of Blackheath Harriers who gave their lives in the First and Second World War. Now, if you find yourself on Saturday, Sunday or at any other time taking part in a moment of silence to remember people, you might want to hold in your thoughts the members of our club who gave their lives. So, let me show you the board. Thank you very much, and I'll see you momentarily for the rest of President's News. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, Mr. President, again.
And I'm delighted to say that for the second time in recent times, I've been able to bang the gavel without dropping the block on the floor, making a mess of it. So I now have some really, really hot news just off the press for you, because tonight in London has been the England Athletics London Region Volunteer of the Year award ceremony, and we had 3 nominations shortlisted for awards. All of them got to stand up and collect something. So I'll start with Paul Ostrich, who was runner-up in the category of contribution to running and walking. So well done, Paul.
Yeah, excellent.
And I hardly know in which order to take this, but I'll do it this way round. And the winner of the Club Leader Award was our own David Appleton.
Hooray!
Excellent. So very well deserved award for David. I mean, you know David very well. You're well aware of his sort of leadership qualities and what he's done for the club over the years. So it was we had a massive material to put into the nomination, and it's a very, very well deserved award. But I am delighted to also say that in the community project of the year, a new project with the club, which is the Street to Stadium programme, was also winner in its category for community project. Now, if you don't know Street to Stadium, this is a programme for children with special educational needs and disabilities. The lead coach for it is Jay Galley. Bobby Simpson is the sort of project manager, project worker, coordinator, call it what you will. They've reached out to schools in the area. They've brought in children who, some of whom not only have never really done sport and certainly not done athletics before, but I know Jay told me they had one child come to them who wasn't actually speaking when they arrived, and it took several weeks for them to become happy enough in their environment that they would start speaking to the coaches. They've been tremendous, those kids. The child in question, apparently, I think Jay said to me, having started talking, they then couldn't stop them, which is really great. Several of those youngsters have sort of progressed into the main coaching groups and will be in the school team. It's been a fantastic project. I understand that we're now going forward for accreditation with the Special Olympics, so I expect we will be seeing more para-sport at Norman Park in the future. So well done, Jay and Bobby and everyone involved with that project. That's tremendously good work.
Absolutely great.
Now, speaking of tremendously good work, but turning to the running side of things, on Saturday up at Mansfield was the English cross-country relays. I've had I understand, just talking to some people tonight, classic cross-country weather. The club tent is still drying out after its exposure to the Nottinghamshire weather. We had a good turnout from the club and we had some great results, and I'm indebted to Paul Ostrich for the following report. He says, the under-15 boys continued their superb season and showed what strength they have in depth, fielding 3 strong trios. Having won the national road relays, hopes were high for medals, and the boys didn't disappoint, despite some bad luck. Joseph Hill on leg 1 had his spike ripped off his foot on his very first step, not only ruining his spike but his start as well. Losing time and positioning, Joseph did well to compose himself and steadily push through the field to hand over in 15th. Nathan Clark, in his first national cross country, stepped up to the mark and produced a great run, overtaking loads on the run-in, passing over in a fab 9th place. Not daunted, Joe Skane set off at pace, quickly swallowing the field, catching all but 2 in front, crossing the line in 3rd and winning a fine national bronze. Joe's leg was the fastest of the day, clocking 6 minutes 30 for the 2 kilometre course. In the second trio, Cian Farrell also lost a spike on leg 1 but pushed on and persevered where many would have lost heart and did well, running strongly despite getting little grip underfoot, handing over to Daniel Horgan, who had a great leg pushing on through the mud and puddles. James Shaw had a strong last leg, bringing the team home in a good 29th place out of 92 club teams, and they were the 5th place B team. Not very far behind them were the C team of Ben O'Grady, Oliver Ward and Harry Collins Smith, who were the 2nd place C team. There were 3 strong teams in the under 15 girls, with Iris Williams placing 8th on leg 1, Luciana Smith bringing the team home in 15th on leg 2, and handing to Aoife McDonough, who ran really well, getting the team back up to 8th of the 93 club teams that finished. The B team of Naima Mossi, Leah Kyriakou and Devora Johannes came 28th, and the C team of Hissa Al Fassal, Lily Bridgman and Lydia Marston came 60th out of 71 teams. The under 13 boys had 2 strong teams racing, and the trio of Jake Martin, Alex Smith and Zacchaeus Kelman came an impressive 9th, and the B team of James Bunn, Johnny Lee and Ben Jevons was 26th, but more importantly were the 2nd B team home out of 62 teams. The under 13 girls were a very respectable 12th out of 62 teams and were led off by Evie De Bruyne running well on leg 1, Sophia Mossi on leg 2 and Freya Pearson on the final leg. The under 20 women were officially 14th but were the 9th club team behind some university teams, and the team was made up of Hannah Clark, Olivia McGee Brown and Cameron Kelly Gordon, and Lily Beaton also ran. Of the remaining teams, in ascending order, we had, unfortunately, the junior men didn't have enough runners to make a scoring team, but well done to Thomas Sogden and Ted Marston for taking part. The senior men's team of Dan Kennedy, Jake Leng, Justin Strover and Mika Evans came 60th out of 150 teams, and it was great to see 2 of our former young athletes making up the senior team. Jake and Justin had both travelled down from Sheffield University. The under 17 men's team of Jed Starvis, Harry Fage and Mark Constable came 33rd. The B team of Jasper Brooks, Ryan Alford Smith and Hendry Verster came 49th out of 79 teams. The under 17 women's team of Christina Gilody Johnson, Megan Barlow and Millie Mae Collins Smith came 22nd out of 45 teams, and Molly Shaw and Isla Pearson also ran. And the senior women's team of Chloe Sharp, Morgan Squibb and Jess Keane came 13th out of 102 teams. So congratulations to all of our runners for putting in such great performances, and again a huge thank you to the team managers and the supporters who get things organised and happening on the day. So well done to all concerned. Now, running slightly longer distances and much further afield, we had at least 3 club members in the New York Marathon on Sunday with the following times. William Brindley finished in 3 hours, 33 minutes and 53 seconds. I'm just sorry he didn't go 20 seconds faster, so it would have been 3:33:33, which would have been lovely. David Adams finished in 2 hours, 57:21 seconds, and Dylan Mitchard finished in 2 hours, 45 and 3 seconds. So well done, guys. Excellent running. Closer to home, in parkrun, 43 club members out at 18 different events, with our best results being Graham Luger, 2nd finisher at Bromley, Zoe Elizabeth Vasakali, 2nd female finisher at Homewood, Ellie Osmond was 2nd female finisher at Woodhouse Moor, Luca Maloney Pedro was 3rd finisher at Sutcliffe Park, and Mark Watling, I was going to say furthest heathen from the clubhouse at the weekend because he wasn't as far as New York, but furthest away into parkrun terms, he was running at Ruthyn Memorial Playing Fields, that's in North Wales, where he was 5th finisher. Which leads me then on to upcoming events. So this coming Saturday, 11th of November, Kent Cross Country League at Danson Park. There's no senior women in that race, so if you are a senior woman who would normally be running at the weekend, you might like to see if you can help out with marshalling or volunteering in some way. That would be great. Next Friday, the 17th of November, is the annual dinner here in the clubhouse. We still have a few tickets left for sale. If you've asked for a ticket but haven't yet paid, please do so. On the Saturday, the 18th of November, the London Cross Country Championships will be at Parliament Hill. That should be soft going, I should imagine, unless things change dramatically in the next week. And then the following Saturday, the 25th, Kent Cross Country League again at Footscray Meadows, where there will be no senior men's race. So if you're a senior man and would otherwise be running, you might like to consider volunteering to help with the officiating on that. I'm sure they would like to be asked if you can help. My usual reminder that if you have any news you want to share with the club, you can email me at bbharriersac.president@gmail.com. I have one bonus ball to announce, one bonus ball winner, which is for Saturday the 4th of November. It was number 43, and the owner of that bonus ball was Maz Turner, who sadly can't be with us tonight. John, would you like to come and collect the cash?
I expect I'll spend it for us.
Oh yes, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Well done, congratulations. So, that is everything from me this evening. If anybody else has got any other news, please raise a hand. Going once, going twice, all good. Thank you very much and good evening.